you don't need to love what your kids love. Like it doesn't need to be your sweet spot. Instead, you just need to be their best audience. So science is everywhere. I can't even walk down my driveway without getting smacked by some kind of scientific conversation with my resident scientist. But this one's interesting and worthy to share. So I'm gonna flip my camera around and show you what we saw, and then he's gonna explain science. So we're walking down the driveway, and this is Sam. Sam, say hi.
Hi.
So Sam is our resident scientist, and he said, Mom, can you tell which patch of light on the driveway is a reflection? And I correctly pointed to the reflection. And then I was like, okay, I assumed that the sun, which is right there, I assumed that it was somehow getting bounced off a window down. And I was wrong. So I took my hand, go ahead and take my hand, or your hand. So I couldn't find the shadow, and he encouraged me to walk around. So now walk me through and just talk science, Sam.
All right, so we're gonna be able to block the reflection if we stand in between the reflection and wherever it's reflecting. So
right, so we're looking for where
we're looking for our shadow.
We're looking for our shadow as it appears in the reflection. Oh, there's a shadow.
All right, so right now my shadow's in the reflection. As your shadow as a line, you can see that shadow is going over my head, and it's pointing directly at the basketball hoop. If you take a line from this reflection and you take the line connecting to the basketball hoop, you can create an equal and opposite angled line. So a line that's heading at an equal angle to the basketball hoop, but in the opposite direction. So the angle will be the same for the opposite line, just going a different direction. It'll point directly at the sun. So this is how I spend a lot of my life, because I am not a scientist, and yet somehow, even though I tried not to, I gave birth to and raised a scientist. And what I love is that not only does he see science everywhere, but he loves to pause and point out the why behind the science. The life lesson here is that you don't need to love what your kids love. Like it doesn't need to be your sweet spot. Instead, you just need to be their best audience so that they can exercise what they're excited about and what they're learning. So thank you. Awesome.